boing, boing, boing. Neko Strongflow. Boo. Hello, everybody. This is Neko Strongflow. Hello, my kittens. Meow. Before I get into the video, just gonna throw this out here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. Want to become one of my kittens? Meow. Hit that red subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Without further ado, let's get in part of the video. Before I start talking about this, I'm gonna throw a disclaimer out here. Here you go, read that thoroughly, and I just don't want things to start drama related. I'm just throwing this out here, and just want to clear things up to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, read the disclaimer? Okay, good. Okay, little funny thing, I've been part of the Venture series community for a long time, and I think about 2 years now, actually. It all started because I was on Discord and started having my server and started making friends, and then I had my YouTube channel was born because my friends were like, hey, you would be a good content creator. I think you should create an adventure series, blah, blah, blah. And I had enough confidence to do this, and here I am today. And, yeah. I've been part of the community, heavily involved with it, with, collaborating with people, making art for my, fans, my kittens, my subscribers, or just supporting them, encouraging them, blah, blah, blah. But I will say with every community comes flaws, drama, etc., etc. Now, I know some of these people in the community, but I don't know everybody. This community is huge, like freaking huge. And I just wanted to get this out here. I will say that our community is not perfect. Like with any other community, like with the brony community, the furry community, and just the animation community, movie community, a lot of others. I could go on. The list goes on with different communities, or even the anime community, which I am heavily involved myself because I'm an anime freak. We all have our flaws, but the community that I'm going to be talking about is the Adventure Series community. I know it goes by a different name, but I'm just going to call it the Adventure Series community because it's easier for me to remember. Now, I have bits and pieces of problems with this community because I am part of this. And if you guys like me talking about problems with different communities, I might make another one on the anime community and other ones as well. If you want me to do that, please comment below if you want me to. If not, I will continue my original content as well. The reason I want to talk about this is because I've been having problems with it off and on a little bit, but I'm not going to describe I'm only going to talk about the problems. I'm not going to be talking about drama. That stuff is already under the rug. It's forgotten. We don't need to reopen this can of worms. The stuff I'm going to be talking about is the toxic part. This community is very, very toxic. But on the other hand, it is very welcoming and loving. But with this part of community, it's hard to grasp sometimes. I don't know what else to do, but when someone talks about their OC and their Adventure Series team, the White Knights start following through. They start harassing people, they start hurting people, they start making hate videos on them. And these hate videos, I've seen them. I have seen different friends fighting for no apparent reason because they don't like their OC. Listen, if they're telling you your OC is bad, maybe they're trying to tell you something. Maybe you need to improve the storyline of your OC. But if they're just saying it's flat out bad and trying to make you mad, that's probably what they want you to do, and you're feeding the haters and fueling the fire. It's it's a lot to take in. And I need to address this more. It's very toxic. It's stupid to think like this. Like, why are you discussing this? Why are you mad about someone hating your OC? Of course, we as humans are not perfect at creating characters and storyline. But when you make a hate video on someone just because they left a hate comment on you, you have to make it the end of the world. And also, I've seen many videos of a person saying, "Oh no, I lost 2 subscribers." Dude, or ma'am, or something. You do realize when you're in the YouTube genre of creating content, you're going to gain subscribers and lose them. It is part of becoming a content creator. Don't make it the end of the freaking world. You need to get a grip and realize maybe they don't want your content anymore and want to go moving on to something else. Like when you grow up, like if you're one of those kids that grew up on YouTube and look up to these original content creators, you do realize, like, you're thinking back then, why did I like them again? Because it hit your age demographic. Maybe they're growing up and wanting something different. It's like when you watched your old childhood movies back then and you loved them as a kid, but now you hate them because you're older now. It's the same freaking thing. The other things I don't like about the adventure series community, storylines. Of course, we're not perfect at making storylines. I'm still working on my OC's storyline myself. I got 2 episodes out so far. They're not perfect. Episode 1, now that I look back at it, it's bad. But I did my best of what I could do to create an original story. But my script writing skills are not perfect either. But my friends accept that they can change the voice lines to make it sound like their character if I'm using their OC. The thing that I do not like, part of the adventure series community, is using properties that already exist. Like their series going through the same movie that you watched. Like, for an example, I don't know, The Adventures of Tangled or something. Now that's fine, but when you use the same storyline and just throw in your OCs in it, it becomes very boring. It's the same storyline except for different added additional characters. Now, if you work with the story and make it work, then it's a good episode of an adventure series. But if you keep going to the same plot of the original movie, of like Tangled for instance, it's gonna get boring really fast. Really, really freaking fast. And it's very, very, very dull. And I hate when that happens. Like, I don't know why people think it's good, but I think it's sadly lazy. And I wish the adventure series community would do better storylines. I've seen better ones. I'm not praising myself as very perfect adventure series. It's a good start. The reason I'm not throwing my adventure team and my main character, Neko, into an adventure series is because I want to explain her backstory first. I want to explain her flaws, of her personality, what her home life is like, what is her family like. That's why I'm explaining the backstory of what made the Neko Empire fall in the first place. Now, if you haven't seen my adventure series, go check that out when you can. And I do have existing properties in my adventure series, but I am going to explain why I have these characters. It was very difficult to choose the right characters I wanted. Now, for some freaking reason, some people don't think that through. Why is SpongeBob part of your adventure team? You need to explain why. I can't just have him randomly thrown in there. You have to have character build-up. And you need to use his original personality. You can't change it. I mean, you can tweak it a little bit to make it work for your world, but I've seen worse, or I've seen better of this, but it's just dumb and lazy to throw a random character in for no apparent reason. I need background, I need information. Now, one more thing about the adventure series community is toxic white knights. What do I mean about toxic white knights? I mean when someone makes a video to call them out that their adventure series is lazy and bad, then the fan base of this certain YouTuber who's creating an adventure series goes after the certain person who made the video. Now, it's okay to call someone out on their laziness, but white knighting and throwing drama at them and telling them they're wrong, maybe this person who made the video to tell them that their adventure series is lazy is probably telling them to get criticism. Now, white knighting is also plugging your ears and ignoring the criticism. You do realize that you have to hear criticism in real life. That's how real life works. You cannot just live out your life and saying, everything I do is perfect. No, we have flaws because we are human. And that's why I hate when people white knight this certain YouTuber saying, oh, their adventure series is fine. But maybe it does have some flaws. And this creator could be trying to tell them to improve, please. And it may come off as harsh because it's called harsh criticism. Even the nostalgic critic takes criticism and uses it as a tool to talk about YouTubers or even really, really bad movies and actually made a channel on it, and it's one of the most well-known channels during the early days of YouTube. The nostalgia critic gives people advice about movies and TV shows and characters. And for some freaking reason, the adventure series community does not like for people to talk bad about their adventure series or their OCs. But they're gonna have to realize at the end of the day, you have to hear criticism in real life from your teachers, your parents, whatever your adult figure is, or someone who is in charge, like your boss at work. You're going to have to hear criticism in real life. It's just the reality of it. And I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way or me talking about the community badly. I'm just trying to say that we have flaws and we need to work on them. I am proud to be part of this community. I know a lot of people that really do really good storylines with their OCs in existing properties. I just won't name them here because they're privacy reasons. And I know them very well. They're very good friends on Discord. And I do know a couple of people that are very toxic in the community that I used to be friends with, but not anymore. It's just how it is. And it just is what it is. Every community has flaws and we need to work on them. It's just the reality. This is Neko Strongclaw out.